Hey, what's up? It's your girl Lynetta. I don't have a lot of time today, but I wanted to take a moment to share some very important things about homeschooling. Like, one, the budgeting for homeschooling, especially when you are co parenting and homeschooling. Depending on how you have your finances worked out, it's something that a cost that can be shared, and it shouldn't be stressful. So I just wanted to give an idea of how I like to approach it. So, first I go through and I find all the curriculum that I know that I want to use for the year and I price it out. Some of those things are going to be a one time buy, and some of those things are going to be revolving. For instance, the Rosetta Stone, that's revolving, and I believe it's like $18 or $19 a month. But other things like the Math UC curriculum, that was a one-time buy around 160. The Institute for Excellence in Writing, depending on which package you get, that could be, $120, give or take with tax, or $300, depending on what it is that you get. Also, the little books, like the primary logic book that I bought, the little books that I ordered from Kids Discover. So all those things begin to add up. And when I added everything up, it probably came to about $700-800 for the things that I needed. So what I did is I just told her dad what I needed, and I broke it up. Him taking care of half and me taking care of half. And I also gave him the option to take on the Rosetta Stone, which is a revolving monthly payment of $18-19. Well, sometimes he prefers things like that, other than just dishing it all out at once. Another thing, so that, and I told him about I told him the amount that I needed, and I gave him 3 to 4 months to take care of that, so that his own leisure, he can put some money to the side, so that he wouldn't notice it or it wouldn't hurt at all, right? I try to be mindful of the other parents' finances, circumstances, situation, and I just don't want it to hurt. It shouldn't hurt. It should be really smooth. So that's one way to do that. Another thing that I like to do is add up all of the costs for the extracurricular activities. For instance, we have Olani in gymnastics. We have her in swim. She does horseback riding for a quarter of the year. She is also doing acro dance and I think it was volleyball. So that sounds like a lot, but like I said, that's over the school year. Oh, she's also doing piano as well. Piano is another thing that we have her in. So some things are for 4 weeks, some things are for 8 weeks. So what I like to do is for every 8 weeks, I add up all the costs, all the things that you pay for monthly, all the things we pay for 8 weeks at a time. I take all that, I add it up, and then I divide it down the middle. And I tell him what it is, and I allow him to give me that every 2 months throughout the school year. And just set it all up, and there's no problems. I don't have to keep saying, oh, I need you to contribute towards her acro dance private lessons. I need you to contribute half for horseback riding. It started again. So instead of doing all of that, I just tell him what I need in the days where he needs to be, where he needs to get her, and what time. Okay, I find that if you are the parent that wants to homeschool and has the passion, the simpler you can make it for the other parent, the more successful you will be. So no stress about money, no stress about time and location. I map all that out for him, 8 weeks at a time. Let him know the start date for swim, the time she has to be there, how many weeks it's going to be, when it's going to end, and what she's jumping into next. So when I'm making my schedule, I have to be mindful of his schedule, and I just go ahead and incorporate that in. And I let him know over the summer what the school schedule will be, so that he can go on as he begins to plan out his trips for the year, his travel, his business expenditures, all that, to remember to don't count his baby out, and to include her in the budget, and to also to include her in his time schedule. But that's pretty much it. That's my way of simplifying the homeschooling costs, the homeschooling travel, and breaking it down so that it's not bothersome for either parent. If you have any questions, or if you want me to go into more detail, or I made you think about something else, feel free to let me know. All right, peace.